Hello, YouTube. Bald man building an airplane. Well, this is going to be a long one. I had two clips of the outboard bottom skin, and I didn't want to put them in two videos, so you gotta flip on an 8-minute video. Sorry. Skip on to the next one if you don't care. Anyway, yeah. So this is bottom skin number 2, for the right side. This is I realized I put the wrong. Oh no, where was it? Yeah, I've got a Clico in there for on the flat bracket. I swear. Maybe I'll come back to those later, but yeah, I definitely. I don't know. Oh! Inboard aileron bracket. So after the service bulletin, so the service bulletin for the aileron brackets has you beef up the bracket with some L channel aluminum. Basically, it's two pieces of L channel that sort of form a C shape or a U shape, and that is placed with the flat side of the C, well, the vertical side of the C, I guess would be the way to go. Look at me on my knees down there trying to get those. Yeah, and I took my sweatshirt off too. It's because it was just too much cloth trying to shove up in there. Eventually I found, yes, a cardboard box to keep the skin open. Hell yeah. That was such a good idea. Anyway, back to the aileron brackets. So with the service bulletin, they strengthen up where the aileron bracket attaches to the rear spar of the wing by using this C channel, essentially what it amounts to. Two L channels put together. That's fine and dandy if you have a flying plane with the bottom skin riveted on. If the bottom skin is not riveted on, however, you cannot get a bucking bar in there between the end of the rivet and the end of the two pieces of L bracket. It's just not possible. So I debated for a while, and it looks like I've still got Clicos in there. I was looking up, I think the next morning I actually did some more research on which rivets to use. I was looking up cherry rivets. I was looking up all sorts of things like what rivets to use here, because they're already 1/8 inch. I can't redimple the rear spar. I'm sorry, they're not 1/8 inch. They're 3/32. I can't redimple the rear spar. It's such tight space in there. So I ended up just going with the MK319BS rivets. And the reason for that is that technically that spot is just a skin attach point. There are two rivets right there that the skin attaches to the rear spar. Every other rivet in that entire skin is a solid rivet. So we put together the flaps, for example. The entire bottom of the flaps are riveted together with MK319BS flush pulled rivets. So that's what I put there. Technically, could I use the LP4-3? Yeah, but it was already dimpled. Could I use a cherry? Well, no, because the cherries that I had, or the cherries that are made for 3/32, the stem is too damn long, so I would not be able to actually properly seat them in the hole before I started pulling them. It was just kind of crazy. Anyway, enough of the pulled rivet saga for the aileron bracket. If you're building one of these, either shave off a little bit of material on the bottom side of that channel that sits against the rear spar, or the simpler option is really just use some MK319BS pulled rivets. Or before, if you know you're gonna, you want to use something different, then you could maybe gel them out to 1/8 and put a Cherry Max countersunk rivet in there. But again, you're probably going to have a problem because the tail of the rivet still won't go into the hole fully. So, all right, seriously, that's enough of that. Yeah, this was a lot of work to get all that done. The cardboard box, lifesaver. I want to say it was somewhere in the range of 6 or 8 inches. It was just enough to sort of stretch, sort of pull the skin away, to get a nice gap in there for me to keep my arm in there, so I didn't have to like pull the skin away every single time I wanted to get my arm up in there. It was it was a process, but definitely use something to sort of hold the skin away. Honestly, cardboard is great because it's not going to hurt anything. So, it's gonna damage before the skins are or anything. So yeah. Now we're just doing the bottom row of like -4s and -5s that are up through the spar and the ribs. Oh, I had to drill another one out. Womp womp. Yes, I did enjoy this though. Very long riveting session. Very long riveting session. I mean, like, probably 6 hours worth or something like that. Well, hold on. This is an 8-minute video, so that's 4 hours of riveting plus the other one. Yeah, 6-8 hours of riveting. Crazy. All right, well, you heard me talk for 8 minutes. Come back next time. You'll hear me talk for 4 or 5 minutes. We'll get on the next skins for the other side. See you then. Have a good evening, or morning, or day. Bye-bye.